Well, we've reached the end of Who-vember 2023 here on Semajical Reviews. And given that this will be up on the day of the actual 60th anniversary itself, I thought I'd shed the spotlight on the anniversary specials that I've seen. Yes, the ones that I've seen. And I've seen most of them. So, let's get on with it then, with no further ado. With the 10th anniversary special, The Three Doctors, which actually, despite being the 10th anniversary special, actually aired in 1972 at the beginning of season 10 of Classic Who. It has, spoiler alert, it has to do with the Doctor going off on a special mission from the Time Lords to conquer the evil, including the Master, and, well, this is just a brief summary. In the end, being rewarded with his freedom. And he does this teaming up with the first and second Doctors, played by their respective actors. William Hartnell one last time before he passed away. Yes, sadly he passed away in 75. And Patrick Troughton, not for the last time. So they all team up, and we're introduced to another, to fight the evil in the world, obviously, and Omega, another Time Lord, the one who in this universe is responsible for creating time travel. I think they had to come up against him, actually. So yeah, my memory of it may be a bit rusty because I haven't seen it in a while. Yes, as I said, despite being the show's 10th anniversary special, it aired at the start of season 10 in 1972. Rather than after the end in 1973. So, okay, now we jump ahead now to 1983, 11 years later, when the show's 20th anniversary special was broadcast, The Five Doctors. Now, I should point out that this was a 90-minute special, whereas The Three Doctors was 4 episodes of normal length. So, yes, this was a 90-minute special, teaming, well, really, it's called The Five Doctors, but William Hartnell had passed away at the time, so they got Richard Herndl to play the first Doctor, and he's paired up with Susan again. The second Doctor returns, is still played by Patrick Troughton, and he's teamed up with Jamie McCrimmon. Yes, I know. We all thought that guy had his memory of the Doctor wiped. Okay. Obviously, the third Doctor has Joe Grant. No, she doesn't. No, he doesn't, sorry. He doesn't, no. I think it's, I think it's Sarah Jane Smith, actually, who helps him. He teams up with. And the fourth Doctor's not in it except for stock footage of Shada. And the companion at the time was Romana. So, but played by Lala Ward. And obviously the fifth Doctor's companions at the time were Tegan, Nyssa, and Adric. So, no, actually not Tegan. She left, didn't she? Turlo, Nyssa, and Adric. Sorry. And yes, so Carol Ann Ford returns as Susan. Been a long time since we last seen her in the show. And Fraser Hines reprises his role as Jamie, with Elizabeth Sladen stepping back into the role of Sarah Jane Smith. You've got to give Dr. Free one of his old companions, right? Of course, the Brigadier's there as well on the side of the Third Doctor. And the Master is just one of the many villains they had to face throughout the story. The Daleks and the Cybermen, I think, are there as well. Really, it's just so much going on in this special. It's too hard to describe. So, it's a good special, though. I forgot to say what I thought of the Three Doctors, so going back to that for a moment. That was a good special, too. Okay, now, for the show's 30th anniversary in 1993, this was done as part of Children in Need that year. A special crossover event between Doctor Who, yes, Doctor Who, and EastEnders, Dimensions in Time. And it saw multiple of the classic Doctors returning, played obviously by their same actors. Tom Baker returns as an elderly version of the Fourth Doctor, calling for the help of the other Doctors. Which other Doctors are they? Sylvester McCoy returns with Ace. So that's the Seventh Doctor. The Sixth Doctor returns, as does Perry. And the Fifth Doctor as well. And I believe with Tegan. And obviously Carol Ann Ford returns again as Susan. And the companions get mixed up between the Doctors. So you get Doctors who have never met certain companions before teaming up with them. And there's a whole myriad of classic villains. We got the Rani coming back. There's a renegade female Time Lord, so Time Lady. And we also have other such villains that we've seen over the years. There's, again, in this short 15-minute, yes, 15-minute, in this short 15-minute Children in Need event, they packed so much in. It was so weird. Again, it's a bit indescribable. Okay. But then Doctor Who can be a weird show in itself sometimes, in and of itself. So it's an okay special. But me, not exactly the best thing. Now, of course, the last of these anniversary specials I can talk about would be the one that came on 10 years ago. The Day of the Doctor. For the 50th anniversary in 2013. Saw Matt Smith returning as the 11th Doctor. Obviously, actually, he was in the role of the 11th Doctor at the time. His era hadn't ended yet. But we saw the return of David Tennant as the 10th Doctor. And Billy Piper as Rose Tyler, but as like this weird spirit thing. And we were also introduced to John Hurt as the War Doctor, as he teams up with his future selves to fight the Zygons, who are the primary villains in this story, and of course, Unit. No, they're not evil, they're helping to fight the, yeah. So this actually takes place across 2 different time periods. Oh, I forgot to say the Time Lords are in this as well. Yeah. And we see a glimpse of the 12th Doctor at the end of the episode. But the two time periods this is set between are the then present of 2013 and 1562, the time of Queen Elizabeth I, 4 years into her reign, as a matter of fact. And the 10th Doctor almost, yeah, that. A subplot that doesn't really have any place in Doctor Who. And another big part of the plot is the Doctor's trying to save Gallifrey. Spoiler alert. And this is actually the best of the specials I've seen so far. And I'm not just saying that because it's the only one so far I was alive to see as it broadcast. Okay. It truly is the best of the specials they've done so far for anniversaries. And they did a 3D cinematic showing of it as well. So, what do you think of any of these specials that were talked about in this episode? Let me know in the comments below. And just go forth in all your beliefs and prove to me that I'm not mistaken in mine. Goodbye, viewers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And have us a magical time.